2022 Infiniti QX60 redesign. What we know so far. Nissan's luxury division desperately needs something to change the current trend of sales numbers, which are currently in a free fall mode. It's pretty hard to find more than a few models that make decent sales numbers. However, things could finally go in the right way in the next year, with the arrival of the all-new 2022 Infiniti QX60. It will represent the second generation of the company's player in the mid-size segment. The current model is nothing but a little bit fancier Pathfinder, but things could drastically change with the new model. At this point, we don't know too many official details about the new generation. However, the test mule has been spotted a couple of times and it looks pretty obvious that the new model will take a lot of inspiration from the QX60 monograph concept. The new model is about to arrive sometime in mid-2021. 2022 Infiniti QX60 redesign. The test mule has been around for a while, but we are still waiting for the details about the 2022 Infiniti QX60. At this point, we can only speculate about the platform and base characteristics, but it looks like the new model will come with an upgraded version of a familiar D platform. Of course, we count on significant improvements in terms of driving experience, especially when it comes to performances. However, the new model won't go far away from its original nature, which means it will remain primarily a family hauler that puts focus on comfort. Therefore, we expect it will be slightly bigger than before. The exact 2022 Infiniti QX60 dimensions are still a mystery, but we presume that the wheelbase will get a couple of inches, considering that the current one goes around a relatively modest 114.2. This increase will certainly have a positive effect on the amounts of legroom, particularly in the third row, which is currently okay but would definitely use a little bit more space. Styling. When it comes to the styling, there is no doubt that most of the inspiration will come from the recent QX60 monograph concept. Even though the test mule is almost completely camouflaged, this is pretty obvious. The overall silhouette looks pretty much the same, while a couple of open areas at the front clearly show the same approach. This primarily refers to the grille, which will certainly feature the same mesh pattern and probably come with the same or similar shape. Furthermore, the headlights also feature that narrow approach, though we presume they will be a little bit more regular in this case. On the other side, the rear end is still a mystery, though we are pretty sure that the Japanese manufacturer won't experiment with this part of the vehicle. Therefore, count on a pretty classic approach. Another detail you can't miss on the test mule is that it features regular door handles, unlike the concept. Interior. We've just mentioned that the new model will probably be slightly bigger than the current one. This clearly indicates more room for passengers. The current model is pretty good in this aspect, especially in the first and second rows. The third row is okay, though it would use a couple of more inches. Therefore, this row may get additional space. Also, we count on more cargo room. When it comes to the dashboard design and overall layout, the 2022 Infiniti QX60 monograph concept didn't show anything. This aspect is still a complete mystery, though we have no doubt that Nissan engineers will focus more on this aspect than before. Simply, the current generation lacks that premium feel and lags behind rivals like Lexus RX, Acura MDX, Audi Q7 etc. Naturally, we will also see a full load of advanced tech features. 2022 Infiniti QX60 engines. When it comes to 2022 Infiniti QX60 specs, the new model is still a complete mystery. Still, we expect that the new model will drop the current CVT gearbox and come with a new 9-speed automatic transmission. On the other side, candidates for the new engine are numerous. The current V6 could easily be replaced with a 2.0-liter turbo 4, which features slightly less power but offers more torque. This engine could be offered in lower trim levels. On the other side, there is a chance to see a 3.0-liter turbo V6 available in more expensive models. This engine puts out around 400 horsepower. Finally, we won't exclude the possibility of a hybrid powertrain. It probably won't be ready for the initial launch but should come one day. 2022 Infiniti QX60 release date and price. The latest reports suggest the 2022 Infiniti QX60 release date will occur sometime in the middle of next year. When it comes to the price, the current model starts around $44,500 and we don't expect that the next generation will be significantly more expensive.